Let's kick things off with a tweet from the savage Sven Henrik with a summary of recent Fed antics. Fed, we will not rest until we have a new financial crisis on our hands. Then we research it and get Nobel Prizes in economics and millions of dollars in speaking fees and book deals. What a joke. Hello, I'm Crypto Casey and welcome to another episode of Crypto This Week. Every Sunday, we explore the latest global news stories affecting the crypto markets, as well as the ever-changing macroeconomic environment of the world at large. Be sure to check out our sponsors, Unstoppable Domains, iTrust Capital, and Ledger. Secure your unique, human-readable crypto wallet domain name like Casey.wallet with Unstoppable Domains. Trade and stake crypto tax-free with individual retirement accounts provided by iTrust Capital. And protect your long-term crypto holdings with cold storage hardware wallets provided by Ledger. Check them all out using the links in the description area below. Awesome, let's hit Crypto This Week. This week, a draft of DeFi-Killing CFTC bill has leaked. Delphi Labs General Counsel, Gabriel Shapiro, has uploaded a draft copy of the hotly debated DCCPA, which he says has been circulating secretly in DC. A copy of the still in progress Digital Commodities Consumer Protection Act, DCCPA, which outlines how the Commodities Futures Trading Commission would regulate the crypto industry, was uploaded to GitHub Wednesday. In a tweet, Gabriel Shapiro says, "I have long been a believer in transparency and open discussion of the future of crypto law. Accordingly, I have obtained a copy of a draft of the notorious DCCPA circulating secretly in DC and am hereby making it available to the public." Notably, this version contains a limited exception to the term digital commodity trading facility, which would exclude persons who solely develop or publish software. This could be a boon to DeFi and crypto. However, the ultimate provenance of that language is unknown to me, and I am informed that the inclusion of this exception is a matter of significant debate. Personally, I do not believe the bill should be passed without respecting basic software freedoms, and that it will be unconstitutional if it requires licensure or registration of mere software. I encourage others to review the draft and make their opinions known. Definitely not ideal. More secret drafts will continue to be circulated in the meantime. And across the pond, other crypto-related bills may be close to getting passed. Amendment to UK Financial Services Bill provides regulation for crypto activities. The bill addressed stablecoin regulation from the start. Now, the Financial Conduct Authority will be empowered to regulate activities with crypto assets if the amended bill passes. You'd think after a pretty embarrassing stint over the past several months, the UK would turn its attention to salvaging its global and local reputation before completely stifling technological and financial innovation and commerce in their own country. But hey, the UK will continue to choose what they deem to be the biggest fish to fry, with a side of chips, I'm sure, for the foreseeable future. Another entity seemingly dedicated to stifling technological and financial innovation in the US, SEC staff lacks skill for rulemaking, reveals IG report. The SEC has launched multiple battles, including the XRP lawsuit, over the crypto industry to provide regulatory guidance. The SEC is working low on quality staff. Tom Emmer, congressman for Minnesota's 6th District, mentioned that Gary Gensler, SEC chair, has been a disastrous leader. The investigation suggests that Gensler triggered a mass exodus of staff expertise. More than 20% of the senior attorneys and officials have left the commission, he added. The congressman asserted that the industry needs a regulator led by experts. XRP holders' lawyer highlighted a section of the report which states that the SEC risked hiring attorneys who did not meet all qualifications. The commission is not concerned whether a candidate has passed the bar before they start working there. The quality of control is on a constant decline. So, is this somewhat bullish for Bitcoin? It might be. Grayscale CEO on suing the SEC. This lawsuit isn't about Bitcoin. We really feel that this lawsuit isn't about Bitcoin. This is about putting forward straightforward, common sense legal arguments that really ensure that investors are protected and that the SEC is acting within their mandate. So, just for some context, this lawsuit is regarding Grayscale's rejected application for a Bitcoin spot ETF. And if you want to explore the importance of a spot Bitcoin ETF coming to market, you can check out this video guide by clicking on the link above. The lack of proper crypto regulation is spurring digital currency companies to flee the US, Sonnechen said. For instance, Switzerland has become the home of Crypto Valley, a region home to many crypto startups due to its more business-friendly regulations. You have bills passing across the floor of Congress, both sides of the aisle supporting it, he said. You have companies moving outside the US because our regulatory landscape isn't catching up fast enough with the innovation taking place here. And to add some more color, to paint a clearer picture of how the SEC is currently operating, let's check out this tweet by Ripple's general counsel. Over 18 months and 6 court orders later, we finally have the Hinman docs, internal SEC emails and drafts of his infamous 2018 speech. While they remain confidential for now, at the SEC's insistence, I can say that it was well worth the fight to get them. I've always felt good about our legal arguments, and I feel even better now. I always felt bad about the SEC's tactics, and I feel even worse about them now. And here's a tweet from Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, echoing the sentiment. The SEC wants you to think that it cares about disclosure, transparency, and clarity. Don't believe them. When the truth eventually comes out, the shamefulness of their behavior here will shock you. Nice. And the ultimate entity that has the entire world on the brink of collapse, the Fed, hasn't let up, and the Treasury market could seize up. That could be disastrous for everyone. Treasury market liquidity is drying up and it's going to get worse. The problem is bigger than it seems. So basically, the Fed is no longer buying bonds because that would put more money back into circulation, while banks and other big institutions aren't buying bonds amongst each other because there is too much counterparty risk in the system due to the Fed's actions. Lovely. But the Fed has another problem. States are doling out stimulus funds. A spending spree is coming and it may do more harm than good. An analysis by Deutsche Bank economists shows that 20 US states have recently enacted or are in the process of enacting stimulus programs. Such plans cover more than half of the US population and in aggregate amount to about $31 billion. That is equivalent to roughly a quarter of the third round of pandemic stimulus checks authorized in March 2021. The entire global economy has been addicted to credit and free money, and it's not going to be easy to kick now. Billionaire investor Barry Sternlicht says Jerome Powell and his merry band of lunatics are destroying faith in capitalism and leading us toward social unrest. The billionaire investor said that if the Fed continues raising interest rates, as it's done 5 times this year, the effects will be so destructive that they will put the entire capitalist system at risk. So, would a collapse of the current economic system make it easier or harder to usher in a more transparent, decentralized, and equitable blockchain-based economic system that fairly distributes value? Let me know in the comments below. Either way, some think Jerome Powell might finally have a little mercy on us. Nick Timmerhouse from the Wall Street Journal tweeted, "The Fed is barreling towards a 4th straight 75 basis point rate rise at the November FOMC meeting. That meeting could serve as a critical staging ground for future plans, including whether and how to step down to 50 basis points in December." So at the end of the day, it's anybody's guess whether the Fed will continue to aggressively raise rates or start to ease up. Let me know your random wild guess in the comments below. With the culmination of all these events that have transpired over the year, I agree with investor Richard Mills, who says the economy is rushing into a US dollar crisis of epic proportions. While the US dollar has been extremely robust in recent times, compared to a myriad of fiat currencies worldwide, a number of analysts and economists think the greenback will eventually falter in an inconceivable manner. The owner of headoftheherd.com, Richard Mills, published a comprehensive research post on Wednesday called Walking Dead US Dollar, warning that we are rushing headlong into a US dollar crisis of epic proportions. The investor thinks that within the next 5 years, the greenback could very well lose its status as the world's reserve currency. And others agree, as Robert Kiyosaki says US dollar is toast, citing Saudi Arabia's request to join BRICS. The famous author of the best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, says the US dollar is toast, citing Saudi Arabia's request to join the BRICS nations that comprise Russia, China, India, Brazil, and South Africa. So, would the US dollar losing its world reserve currency status make it easier or harder to usher in a more transparent, decentralized, and equitable blockchain-based world reserve currency that fairly distributes value? Let me know in the comments below. If Saudi Arabia joins BRICS, it would be a promotion to the Middle East countries to strengthen their ties with BRICS countries and weaken the intervention and influence of the US in the area, a Beijing-based international relations expert reportedly told Global Times Wednesday. If Saudi Arabia joins BRICS, it will be another strategic blow to the American empire. BRICS Plus can launch a democratic and commodity-backed global currency to challenge the US dollar, a Twitter user wrote. During the BRICS summit in July, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced that the BRICS economies plan to issue a new global reserve currency. Analysts believe the BRICS move to create a reserve currency is an attempt to undermine the US dollar and the International Monetary Fund's special drawings rights. Cool. So as we've been discussing over the past month or so, The US falling out of, I wouldn't say good graces, but rather neutral graces with countries around the world, forcing everyone to use their central bank digital currency is not going to be easy and is looking less and less likely to even happen at this point. So what should we do as investors looking to achieve and maintain wealth in the meantime? Follow the smart money in whales. Third quarter report shows Tesla is still holding onto its Bitcoin. And Bitcoin vanishes from exchanges at fastest rate since March 2020. $1 billion worth of Bitcoin leaves Coinbase in a day as whales aggressively accumulate Bitcoin. What does this mean? Bitcoin could be entering an unstoppable maturation stage, says Bloomberg strategist Mike McGlone. Here's why. It's little surprise that a relatively new asset that had skyrocketed has declined due to the rapid pace of Federal Reserve tightening in 2022. But Bitcoin is showing signs of bottoming and divergent strength in Q4. The lowest ever crypto volatility versus the Bloomberg Commodity Index may portend better performance for Bitcoin. McGlone says that an indicator that Bitcoin may be performing more as a risk-off asset like gold is that its price has remained at the $19,000 price level, even with the most recent US Federal Reserve interest rate hike. Sweet. Let's wrap things up with a series of bullish news stories from the week. First, if you haven't secured a domain name for yourself, your brand, your business, a business idea, or similar, time is of the essence, so be sure to check out Unstoppable Domains today. Unlike regular Web 1 and 2 domains, with Web 3 Unstoppable Domains, there are no renewal fees. And what's great is even though these are NFTs that reside on the blockchain, there are also no minting fees or gas fees when you use Unstoppable Domains. In our bear market series, we've been exploring the idea of focusing on building our own personal brands in the crypto space as a way to generate income in the future. So getting an Unstoppable domain for your personal brand is an extremely important investment we can make to get started. You can use your NFT domains as a universal username across applications and websites. You can use it as a website URL others can access. You can use it as a payment address for wallets instead of the long, cumbersome public addresses we currently use. Basically, these NFT domains allow us to replace cryptocurrency addresses with human-readable names. So when you send cryptocurrency, all you need to know is the recipient's NFT domain, and you can send Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other cryptocurrency with just one domain. This means we don't have to worry about sending the wrong crypto to the wrong address when using these domains. And when you invest in an Unstoppable domain, there's just a one-time registration fee, and then you can store the NFT domain in your crypto wallet just like any other NFT or cryptocurrency. And only you have complete control over your domain and its unique configurations to meet your needs. So be sure to scroll down to the description area below to access Unstoppable Domain's correct and official site to secure your Web3 domain today. Cool. This week, Bitcoin was inducted into the Guinness World Records as first decentralized cryptocurrency. The globally recognized authority of world records says Bitcoin was developed to address the challenge of regulating a digital currency without the need for a centralized organization or trusted third party to oversee transactions. Nice. And Sims SimCity legend Will Wright is making a metaverse NFT game on the blockchain. The game says it's a unique and immersive metaverse experience. Also, Warner Bros. Releases Ethereum-compatible Lord of the Rings NFTs. Are movie NFTs the next collector's edition DVDs? Warner Bros. Thinks so. Next, new Tezos partnership with Taco allows Shopify users to access Tezos NFTs. And Buffett-backed digital bank Nubank to launch its own cryptocurrency in Brazil. Nubank said Wednesday it will launch the token called Nucoin in the first half of 2020. Also, MasterCard will help banks offer cryptocurrency trading. The payments giant will act as a bridge between Paxos, a crypto trading platform already used by PayPal and banks. MasterCard's program will handle regulatory compliance and security, two core reasons banks cite for avoiding the asset class. And finally, Fidelity to roll out Ethereum trading for institutions next week. Fidelity will officially make Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, available to its customers on October 28th. Awesome. Well, that was Crypto This Week with me, Crypto Casey. If you enjoyed the episode, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification to stay up to date on all of the latest videos. So, is the Fed going to keep cranking rates or ease up in December? Are the US dollar's days numbered, or will it remain the world's reserve currency? Are you still buying Bitcoin throughout this bear market? Let me know in the comments below. Be safe out there.